because we're diving into Russiagate when the entire American population, both the right and the left, are screaming, "Release the Epstein files." But let's concentrate on this.
To connect the dots doesn't take any effort at all. I never talk about Mossad on my show because I'm not stupid, but you can connect all these agencies to all this. Just follow the money. When I think he was an advisor for Adnan Khashoggi back in the 80s, who was it's like an arms dealer slash asset, wealthy family slash could move a lot of weapons around and a lot of cash around. So they needed to get cash and weapons. We need to get weapons to Iran, which is illegal. Congress told them, no, no, no. They passed law, and they just did it anyway. And we got to get cash to the Congress. And we have to do it without Congress knowing, which isn't an ideal way to run a democracy. But so you need middlemen. And Khashoggi is known as a middleman for the IC, and Epstein seems to be. I've heard people who've met him, people like Eric Weinstein, who I like, tells his story about meeting Epstein and walked out of there feeling like I don't think he's ever said it publicly that he felt like Epstein was part of the IC, but he said he felt like he was a manufactured personality, and he kind of hinted at there was someone kind of pulling his strings, kind of creating this facade. Because here's a guy who had I don't think he had a college degree, and he ends up teaching math at age 20 at a wealthy school, and just suddenly skyrockets through the finance game. It doesn't add up.
They had all the influencer types up at the White House at the very beginning, holding up the binders. Oh, we got it.
I don't know whose idea that was, but that was such a disservice.
What were they thinking? I mean, and then the distractions and diversions that have come up since. It's like, you guys have botched this so bad. No matter what comes out, unless it is aligned with the wildest conspiracy you've ever heard of, nobody's going to believe it.
There was no tape, but then there was a tape, or then there was a tape, but only Bill Barr saw the tape. Bill Barr's father, of course, is involved with Epstein and Ghislaine.
Oh, go figure.
But now there is a tape, but there's some minutes missing, which is a story we hear over and over, right? There's always minutes missing. Always the minutes are missing. So I don't know. So now we're at the point where we don't trust anybody.